Albertan Baptism of Fire, Galactic Federation of Light ground crews in that sector should have been more proactive. May 10, 2016. By Drekx Omega. Website, www.astracommandcrew.net. Dear Canadian Ground Crews, the Galactic Federation of Light are experts at planetary guardianship, though would much prefer Earth humans to step up to the plate of responsibilities for it, here upon your surface lands. That role is already being efficiently fulfilled in Agartha, which is fully conscious. So, on surface Earth, we need starseeds to come together and take responsibilities for designated surface land sectors, in which they reside. I have my own Galactic Federation of Light Sector Command, in southeastern England, and if anyone here would like to research East Anglia, you will find its weather to be the best in England. Earth Guardian ritual is group formation work and only truly works, with military discipline and dedicated service, at the fore, in the minds and hearts of all the ground crew teams and their sector commanders. Kent was once in my sector, but taken out when another came up to the service plate and was allocated responsibility for it. These sector commands are based upon human population densities, as well as territorial expanse. The higher the population density, the less surface area, as a rule. Alberta has a far less dense population, but a vast area which needed dedicated guardianship. The devas need supervision. The work is comprised of magical ritual, in-group formation ceremonies. Out in nature. It takes dedication and constant attention to be an effective energy pulse. Harmonic attention makes for good nature. The devas respond well to regular supervision and should not be ignored for long periods of neglect. So esoteric skill and military discipline are needed, not a recreational casual approach, as some star seeds, light workers, seem to assume. No room for sentiment. My sector command is run like clockwork. I find that when in contact telepathically with other global sectors, several in Germany, Russia and China, similarly adopt this military-style approach. Some are Syrian star seeds, like myself. We are all in contact with flight crew personnel. Important that Earth Guardian training is not viewed as recreational gardening, by some sectors. It is not a hobby, but a service. And requires daily commitment with passion. Nobody should take on such a role, and then leave a team at a later date, to pursue a real job. That would be illusion. One must manifest abundance and independence, from distracting materiality, and thus attain a true spiritual vocation, this way. If the military and emergency services can garner dedicated servers, then surely ground crew sectors can, as well. Alberta needed such dedicated service. The consequences of that not taking shape are there to witness, with resultant wildfires running amok. We could therefore use the axiom, prevention is better than the cure. All advanced worlds have planetary guardians and sea guardian cetaceans, also. Earth history explained. And why guardianship is lacking, which causes natural disasters, globally. The Galactic Federation of Light can only do so much, but humanity must assume responsibilities for it. I'll simplify this matter as much as possible, as it is highly complex and convoluted, in fact. But in essence, surface humanity, though comprised of highly evolved souls, has fallen from a previous full consciousness status, about 13,000 years ago, due to genetic manipulation by the former Atlantean elites, which rendered surface humans limited consciousness, with shorter lifespans between incarnations, and disconnected from the light body, upon the monasic plane. Which means, spirit is restricted in what it can achieve in physicality, through these limited forms of expression, these stunted vehicles, we call our bodies. Now, over vast periods of time and through multiple incarnations of experiences, both sexes, all races, each and every soul can eventually return to full consciousness, but it is a vastly limited number that do, and thus we have only some who may fulfill the essential role of planetary guardianship. We have a group of masters who mastered themselves, who returned to aid humanity, when as individuals, they reclaimed their angelic wings, as it were. The White Lodge. They are the local spiritual hierarchy and were all normal Earth humans at one time. They have asked Cosmos for help, because the task of aiding planetary guardianship on the surface is monumental. That task is keeping the good order of nature vivified and operational. Which means that the atmosphere, magnetic field, biosphere, waters, soil, plants, minerals, animals, etc., are all enhanced and maintained, to their maximum expression potential. So that spirit can express fully in physicality and not in a limited way, as present. Now this is about keeping Mother Earth healthy and vibrant. Earth being a living entity, with a body and soul. That soul of which is actually logoic, and we are all connected with it, if incarnate here. We are one with the planet. Even we who came from other planets. Noting that the being who ensouls Earth, originally migrated from Venus. A planetary Kumara Buddha, who became a planetary Logos. Bringing its great light to Earth, and making that sacrifice for the divine expression of the plan. As do we all here. As we struggle to return to our former higher states of expression, through ascension. Now the reason why the Galactic Federation of Light is here, is to midwife a new planetary birth, as the time has come for this experiment in limited consciousness, for us all, to end. In the meantime, as humanity is unable to function in this essential capacity as Earth Guardians, which is actually their primary function, that role has to be conducted by fully conscious beings from other systems, as well as from within this planet, where evolution is on a par with those other systems of full consciousness. Organic technologies of the light, combined with ritual work, conducted on the ground, as well as in the ships, assist the planet. Think of those ancient people, whose descendants are the Aboriginal shamans, who had a close bond with nature, and you will see my meaning. But, imagine the shamans with high technology and greater skills in magical work, service. And on a larger scale. At all the planetary node points. Imagine a vast icosahedron, and all its nodes with temples and within ceremony conducted. Yes, that is what it was once like on Earth, in Lemurian times, when all were fully functioning guardians. That is what we should be doing, but forgot how, by and large. Yet the consequences are obvious, as the world falls apart before all eyes. Whole species die out, as mankind has become an overpopulated and destructive energy. The planet is not being served this way. Thus the Galactic Federation of Light try to help, as much as possible, to fill in the gaps, until humanity can return to the prime role of full planetary guardianship. And with regard to Earth's vast population, which is far more than a planet can actually sustain well. Many humans are destined to migrate, voluntarily to Mars and Venus, to aid in the rebirthing of renewed, and terraformed water worlds there. These also will need many galactic human planetary guardians, to make for sustained worlds, possessing resultant larger populations. They will be joining up with the inner continents of both those worlds, in which functioning civilizations already exist, but are hidden. This will be the forging of a new star nation, we call Solaris. That is the plan for humanity. And in the meantime, the Galactic Federation of Light have to try to maintain the biosphere, geosphere and atmosphere, as well as is possible, with the help of telepathic star seeds, who may be incarnated to aid that role. Hope this explains why surface Earth suffers much neglect and therefore many natural disasters and man-made hazards too. Alberta is one such example, covered in the mainstream and alternative news, of late. It all boils down to human consciousness and the will to correct planetary imbalances, in loving service to Mother Earth. Salamatmajan. Colonel Drekx Omega, Commander, Galactic Federation of Light Ground Crew, East Anglia Sector, England, United Kingdom. Read more at astracommandcrew.net.